cutting to the legal options that Mahua Moitra has here. It begins with, of course, she can reach out to the Supreme Court or the High Court to overturn the Ethics Committee's decision. But on what grounds, she'll have to present a case. And she does have a point. She does have enough to say to court in terms of an appeal, because she's claimed that Jai Anand Dehadrai is a jilted lover who's basically trying to defame her. She also says that Darshan Hiranandani was not called in by the Ethics Committee for a face-to-face questioning, just like how she was called. So she has all the points that she could likely pose before the Delhi High Court. In fact, the other option that she has here is to challenge the jurisdiction and the conduct of the Ethics Committee, and also to seek relief through defamation suit. Now, these are options that Mahua Moitra has. What exactly will she opt for? Will she otherwise decide to wait it out and fight 2024 elections, which is barely about 6-7 months away? It's interesting to note that Mahua Moitra at this point has said this has boosted her career electorally. So what's going to be her next move? Nalini, our legal expert, to give us a perspective here. Nalini, a quick word. We believe that Mahua Moitra can reach out to the Delhi High Court and she can challenge this order. She can also challenge the conduct of the Ethics Committee and also seek relief through defamation suit. Give us more on the legal recourse that she could have.
Well, Nabila, the first thing to understand is that according to the principle of natural justice, everybody, irrespective of whether the proceedings are ongoing before a court of law or before any legislative body, everybody has a right for a fair hearing. So keeping that in mind, on the basis of violation of principles of natural justice, Mahua Moitra has the option of challenging the decision of the ethics panel either before the High Court or even in the Supreme Court of India. She can also, of course, approach the Supreme Court of India.
But since this is not, Nalini, a quick word, since this is not a violation of fundamental rights, do you believe she can still reach out to the Supreme Court?
Well, Nabila, it is a fundamental right for every citizen to be given a fair hearing, especially when a decision directly impacts them. So in this case, because the decision of the Ethics Committee directly impacts Mahua Moitra's representation or Mahua Moitra's membership of the parliament itself. So it's important that it be seen through the principles of natural justice, that all the principles be followed, along with Audi Altrum Partum, which specifically says that everybody should be given a right to a fair hearing to have their say. And that is what Mahua Moitra has been saying from the very beginning, that she has not been given a chance to give her say. She has not been given a chance to cross-examine Mr. Hiranandani. So considering that on the aspect of violation of principles of natural justice, which automatically means violation of her fundamental rights, she can approach either the High Court or the Supreme Court. Another interesting aspect, another interesting option rather, for Mahua Moitra is to challenge the jurisdiction of the Ethics Committee itself, stating that the Ethics Committee should not have delved into this matter, because a few experts that we've spoken to have said that this matter is something that should have ideally gone to the Privileges Committee of the Parliament and not the Ethics Committee, and the Ethics Committee should not have looked into it. So keeping that in mind, on that aspect also Mahua has the option of going ahead and challenging it before a court of law, the jurisdiction of the Ethics Committee itself, whether or not they have the right to look into an aspect of this, especially when it's only on the stage of allegations, when there is no transfer of money or exchange of money that's really been proven by any investigating agency. The third option, of course, that's available for Mahua Moitra is the defamation case of hers that's already going on in the Delhi High Court, because she's already made all of these people party to the defamation case. So in that defamation case, if it's proven that these allegations were in fact false, then through that she can hope for the decision of the expert panel, the ethics panel, I beg your pardon, to be reversed. But that is only after the trial before the court and the entire court proceedings have concluded in the defamation case, and it remains to be seen whether or not that even comes in Mahua Moitra's favor in the very first place. So there are, of course, legal options available for her, but keeping in mind that the elections are barely 6 months away from now, it remains to be seen as to whether or not Mahua will even go ahead and exercise these options. Like Paulami was stating earlier, it's something that she has to discuss with her legal team, with her lawyers, to see what is the best way forward for her to approach this, whether it's through a court of law or whether it's just by standing for elections again and trying to get her membership in the Lok Sabha back.